But guys, those of you who are watching, if you don't have haters, you are probably doing something wrong. So if you have haters, it's probably a good thing because they want to be you and they're just jelly. Hello, guys. My name is Shweta. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Shweta. Nice to meet you. I'm Supriya, in case you didn't know. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And we thought we'd try and tell you why exactly you should be following us amongst all of the other people, all of the other nerds who are doing so much of FPL GAN, right? This woman next to me, Shweta. Shweta, how many FPLs have you played in till now?
Oh, I am very new, Supriya. I only joined last year,
Right.
but I had a blast. So yeah.
Yeah. And where did you end in your league? Where did you finish?
In friends leagues and everything, I finished at third place, and my overall ranking was, I think, 100,000
Dude,
in
you're
the
the
world.
overall ranking. I didn't even check
Yes.
mine. Shit. See, now so
Ah.
that's the difference between us. I am two FPLs old. The first time I played like an amateur and a beginner. This one played like a pro. Like she had everything going for her. Every single match. She beat people who'd been playing for like 10 FPL straight. In fact, we honestly felt all of us who were playing against her a lot of times that random defenders she would take in her team would suddenly score goals. And we were like, people, if EPL players knew of Shweta, they'd be like, pick me in your FPL team, I will have a good game week. That is exactly why you should be following this channel and specifically following that one's teams. As far as my teams are concerned, I am a little floofy with mine. I can put in a lot of effort, and then there are times where I can absolutely rebel against the whole opinion, which may pay and may not pay off at all.
No, but you did well. You
Oh
did
yeah,
well.
I think
Give
well.
yourself some credit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, last year was good. Last year was good. Listen, especially
Yes.
considering that the start to FPL last season was very bad for me because I was on a holiday. So I wasn't paying attention. I had made some rough draft weeks before, and that was what just went into default mode. And I think I lost my first 4 or 5 games. I didn't have Haaland. I didn't have Haaland to start with.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember. I
Yeah,
remember checking your team, and I was like, "Oh, this girl doesn't have Haaland. Very
yeah.
gutsy."
Very stupid eventually because you remember that hat trick of Haaland's? That happened
Yeah,
in the first few weeks.
yeah.
Also,
That's
what
right.
happens when you play FPL? You remember things because they traumatize you, especially when you
Oh,
miss out on them.
I have a very traumatized experience that I'll definitely it'll follow me and haunt me for years. That thing that happened.
What happened?
Yeah, should I traumatize them that early? Should I say
Yes,
it
of
now?
course you should. I'm telling you, because only when people know what sort of a guru they are following will they really go all in, like all chips in. Come on.
Okay, so uh, there was a week where Liverpool had a blank game week,
Mhm.
and I forgot because the time zone I think was showing 0230. So in my head, for some reason, it registered as 2:30 p.m. the next day, and I was like, "Oh, I have time to make my team," and I missed the deadline. So Salah blanked, and he was my captain. Yeah, I wanted to vomit when I found out. Everyone was like, "You didn't make your team." I was like, "What do you mean? It's like the next day." They're like, "No, it's 2:30 in the morning." I was like, I was so angry. It ruined my mood for, I think, a week because
Yeah.
everyone was rubbing it in my face also. They were like, haha, you missed the deadline for once. Now we are gonna beat you now. I'm like, oh gosh. It was awful. Guys, turn on your notifications in the app because mine was switched off and I didn't get notified. So yeah. But that's not the only time Salah disappointed me, but that was on me. This mistake was on me. So
Well,
Yeah.
listen, the fact that it happened just once to you all season is really something. Like I remember there was this one time I was changing my team and I was desperately trying to, I think, figure out, I don't know, some player to take over the other. And then I'm doing
Mm.
it when I'm trying to submit my team, it's just not going through. I was like, the fucking app, it's hanging, it's not letting me save shit. I am just ranting away
Uh,
with one friends group, and someone says, well, yeah, because the deadline was an hour back. You can't, you
oh God.
can't now.
That's the worst thing, I notice a
Right?
lot of people go and it's so frustrating. Like just by a few minutes. I think there was once where I made a mistake. I was supposed to change my captain and vice captain.
Yeah,
Uh, by just 2 minutes I missed and it cost me a lot. I like the average was I think 35 points and was at like 27. Oh yeah, that was another time also. Oh, so I've screwed up twice, not just once. Now it's coming back also. Yeah.
okay, just to give everyone context, what is your process normally in terms of picking up your teams? What do you do? How much research?
Oh, another thing that I do that I don't think many people do is I follow my gut instinct also, which is a very weird thing. I just feel like, oh, I feel like this guy will might not perform, even though everyone's getting him. I'm like, I think this guy will not perform, so I'll probably like bench him or something. And most of the time it worked.
Give me one
So,
from last year.
uh, oh, okay. Amongst my friends who kept saying that, we don't know if we want a triple captain Haaland in game week two.
Yeah,
Uh, I was like, no, I think he's gonna really perform tonight, and he had a hat trick that day.
I know. I knew that even before you said it. Hat trick. I didn't have him then.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people didn't have him. So they went with the risk and I was like, no, I think and I was very last minute also. I was like, should I do it? Should I not? A lot of people are not doing it. What if like I don't follow the crowd and then I mess up? But then I was like, no, I think he's gonna perform because he didn't really perform the week before that, if
Oh,
I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
I remember now.
yeah. I triple
Also,
captain him
guys, you
and
should know Shweta's luck, touchwood, you can do all the touchwood that you want, is phenomenal. So, like within our league, we of course have the normal scoring, right? But we also have head-to-head games. So in the game week that it was me against her, I think you were already out of your chips by then or something. And I had used one of my chips. I think I used my triple captain. My triple captain bombed. It didn't work against her. It was like, whoa, what is that expression for? It happened. I'm telling you, like, she was undefeatable. You just couldn't be defeated till you were defeated.
yeah, which everyone will never let me forget.
What
I swear.
what is the pet name that you've been given among football friends?
Oh, Arteta.
Yes. Yes.
Do we need to include that in this conversation?
Yes, come on. Because
Uh,
I think it's also important to let everyone know that you may have ended third, but listen, she was leading the pack for the majority of the year. You
yeah,
were on the verge of winning a treble,
yeah,
1 point, and then you won.
yes, nothing.
Hence,
Nothing, guys. Anything is possible. Just because you start off great doesn't mean you'll end great. And another thing, people who are, supporting you and like, oh, you're this and that, they have evil eye too. I feel like these people are the one who caused my downfall. Third place. Can you imagine? I was first in the classic league and the head to head league. And then I dropped to third in the last week. I was like, what the heck?
the higher they rise, the harder they fall. I have to say
Mm.
sorry, but even I was very happy when I saw you finally lose because I, oh my God. Like, is anyone going to beat her or what? But of all the people in the league, there were only three of us, right? Who were women.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you classify as your best game week?
Yeah, game week 2. Haaland triple captain and hat trick.
Congratulations. I
After that, there wasn't really anything phenomenal. Like that one, I remember I was celebrating it with my friends. To be honest, I shouldn't have done that. I think that kind of pissed them off because I was rubbing it in their face. I think I shouldn't have done that. I should have stayed humble. Like how Haaland said, stay humble. Huh? I probably should have done that.
yeah,
So,
that's
yes.
okay.
But
You
yes, game week
have
2.
the new season. You can start practicing now. You can lay low.
Yeah,
No evil eye.
correct.
Yeah. I think for me, my best game week was uh the week when Cole Palmer scored a hat trick. Because for one thing,
Uh,
there weren't a lot of people who had him, and I've been this Cole Palmer fan since the year before. Like I had him even in the previous FPL season when not a lot of people had kept him, and I had him here also for a very long time, even though his returns became really poor. Well, especially for the second half of this season, like a
yeah.
large chunk, he was just not giving any returns. But yeah, that hat trick by Cole Palmer was just like gold.
I think I didn't have him at the time. I was quite pissed off also.
Was there any one differential that really worked for you? Like Salah and Haaland, everyone has them. One differential
Mm.
who did wonders for you.
For me, I would say Danny Welbeck and Ola Aina. I remember I had Aina even before he started performing for a while,
Yeah,
and this guy really helped my team when the others were blanking, the defenders and stuff. Danny Welbeck also. I kept him at a very accurate window where he was performing, and not many people were keeping him. Some of them were exchanging him for people like Mitoma and stuff. So
yeah.
those two. Okay. Yeah.
For me, I think well, like I said, Palmer, but just in that one game week. And weirdly enough, Emo ended becoming a differential because a lot of people got rid
Yeah.
of him later on, right? And then I held
Yeah.
on to him because he just kept performing almost every week. And then he had some really big returns. And then, you had these
Mm.
tough matches and you suddenly realize, well, while almost, let's say, two-thirds of your teams matched with, your competitor, these differentials, weirdly enough,
Yeah.
were more stood out. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one also.
since you had Haaland from the very beginning, when did you finally get rid of Haaland? Because he was another player who stopped giving returns. You know.
Yeah. To be honest, I held on to him for a bit too long because I remember I was the last one to let him go amongst all my friends. Everyone was selling him left, right, center. I was like, maybe there's something. And after a while, I think that was in game week. I think I used my wild card for that. So probably game week 19 ish. Because he was so expensive also.
Yeah.
And, you know, I didn't have accumulated transfers. So I had to wait to use a chip to reshuffle my team with the amount of money that I had after selling him. So I probably held on to him for a bit too long. Yeah, around there.
Is he already part of your draft this year?
I need to make changes, but yes, I am putting him in. I want to see if my luck is the same this year and he performs in the first at least 3 to 4 game weeks. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm including him.
I
Are
think you'll
you?
have to start doing some black magic even for Pep's luck. Don't put in too much effort for that, huh? Remember the club that you actually support. So it's okay if this goes to shit. It's fine. Eventually remember what really matters. Okay.
Yeah, they can go to shit, no problem. Please do, in fact. But I'm very selfish. If I have that particular person, I'm like, this person needs to perform. The team is shit, it's fine. It's okay. And don't beat Liverpool. That's all.
Okay,
Yes.
tell me about one player who really blew it for you.
Honestly, very torn between Saka and Palmer. I feel, especially Saka. He kept getting injured. He was really pissing me off. He kept getting injured, and then I, I had to sell him. And then he recovered, brought him back, blanked twice, and I was like, dude, what's going on? Palmer, at least he has given me some good points in a few matches, but I feel like with that amount of money, I could have spread it around the team more. So between these two guys, I
I
was like,
think
bro.
I think for me, I'll again have to say Palmer because barring that one big week, even though he had a lot of assists, etc., especially in the first half of the season, he was so consistent with, of course, starting for the team, but then also getting yellow cards. Oh my God. And every yellow card
Ah,
costs you a point, right? So that like you
exactly.
like points would get docked after you'd earned them, and
Yeah.
like even if you got a bonus point, the thing is it would all just sort of even out. And you're like, why do you always have to go to the ref and start fighting with him? Like just let him be. Don't get involved. One last question, and this is a toughie without naming people. Describe your nemesis. What makes them your nemesis? Just talk about that.
These people, I feel I put them in this category because initially I thought that they were very supportive, but I got I got to know that the nickname is the first thing very disrespectful.
Arteta.
Arsenal, Arteta, and then yeah, that, and then see, the thing is, in the beginning, these people were the ones who taught me about FPL, and they were like, oh, you're doing so well, and I was like, oh, finally, I've made such good friends and this and that. And then suddenly, when I started doing really well, they switched on me. I'm like, ah, okay, you guys are jealous. So I would say they are. What is that phrase? Wolf in sheep's clothing,
Clothing, yes.
and it's a bunch of them. Huh? It's not just one.
For the record, you
That's
were my
true.
nemesis.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
I tried what we had two matches against each other or one? Can't remember.
Two.
Did you beat me in both?
No, I beat you in one. You beat me in the other one. And I very graciously accepted defeat, unlike a lot of people. But guys, those of you who are watching, if you don't have haters, you are probably doing something wrong. So if you have haters, it's probably a good thing because they want to be you and they're just jelly. So yeah.
So now you guys know exactly why this woman is quite a tour de force as far as FPL is concerned. I have my own fortes and my highs and lows. This one's more of a consistent driver. So yeah, you guys want to hang in here and keep seeing the teams as we bring them out every week. And thank you for joining.
Thank you.